मंजिलें हुई गुमशुदा फिर भी रास्ता तेरा मेहरबान कारवां तेरा नाम हंसी चल तुझे Good morning, all of you. One second, huh? Good morning, all of you. Welcome to this Sarathi taxation revision series. So, what is all this about? From today, we are beginning for any of the exams in the 2024. You can use these videos, watch it repeatedly so that the concept sinks in your mind. Because that's the doubt coming up. Will it be applicable for CA, for CMA? Of course, we will be doing the revision of DT, then IDTT, and for CMA students, the customs also, right? Okay. So these revision series are applicable for May, June, November, December, all the exams. Of course, before November exam, if there are some amendments, we have a playlist that is amendment and revision videos for financial year 23-24. There you can check it out. Now, how we are doing this is, if some of you were connected with me last year in August and September, I took detailed Sarathi practice batch. In Sarathi practice batch, for every concept in writing, I have worked out the problems, and then we have done the combined problem also using all the knowledge what we have gained step by step. That is salary head, business head, capital gain, computation of income, all is covered from your study material, past exam papers, all. That is Sarathi practice batch. Already the playlist is available. Agreed, it is for financial year 20 to 23, but whatever amendments are there is already taken care. 2 amendment lectures are uploaded. With that, you can use those detailed learning lecture. Okay. Now, these revision lectures, the purpose is students are good at understanding the concept. But then income tax is not tough, but it is vast. When it is vast, these kind of revision videos, I will not miss out on any concept, any amendment, but these kind of revision videos will help you to repeatedly learn the concept. Then you will not have that complaint that I am not able to complete my paper in 3 hours. See how you listen to a song repeatedly, and that music, that lyrics, that pauses, that loudness, whatever it is, pitches, that sinks in your mind and you copy it, right? That's what is the purpose of this revision videos. Any of your queries are there, then you are connected with me in the live chat. I'm checking that also here, and I'm taking the class. If you are interested to join us in our Zoom class, Zoom chat is also on, and live chat in YouTube is also on. If you wish that, no ma'am, seriously, I want to thank you, a big thank you to so many of you who have joined in the live class right now. It takes a lot of commitment, dear students, to sit on the desk with laptop or tab or whatever on and learn from the live class. I don't know till what time I'll keep this recording. It's not going to be forever, that is for sure. Then students are aaj dekhunga, kal dekhunga, parso dekhunga. So these revision videos are absolutely free. The material which I am using is called as Sarathi Compiler. It's a 325 pages material wherein the booster notes, the concepts, examples, problems, past exam, important questions, MTP, RTP, all are covered. So if you want to order for that book, you can do it in the Concept Classes app. If not, just watch the revision videos and do the revision. But I'm telling you, baad mein word is not for us. If we are in this professional journey, it takes a lot of commitment to be present in the live class from 11 to 1 o'clock. Sometimes it might go till 1:30. Okay, right? So any of your queries are welcome. कोई डाउट छोटा बड़ा नहीं है, डाउट है, आपको डाउट है, put it in the chat box in the Zoom, those who have joined here. And more students who wish to join in the Zoom so that they are committed, keeping your video on, you can learn with us in a committed way, then message me on our concept classes number 9290065156. This is the number. No nuisances will be allowed. Background sound and all should be muted, and you can join. Right? Okay? Chalo. Today's topic for revision. Every day, whatever is the topic, you will get one day ahead, maybe by evening, in the Telegram and in our challengers group. So today the topic is basics: the tax rates, the slab rates, the surcharge, and the agricultural income. How do you calculate tax on agricultural income? Some of the exams, if I say, 2023 May exam, if you check, 5 marks exclusive question and 50 marks is asked from the point of view of segregate the agricultural and non-agricultural income and pay the tax. Okay, right? So shall we start all this? And while saying, I will definitely take care of highlighting the amendments. I will tell you this is very important for case studies, for CA students, for CMA students, MCQs. This is being repeatedly asked, that I will specify and say, so pay attention to that. Any doubt you have, just click the picture, send it in the Telegram. I will clear it with voice note. CA Dipti Chheda here. This is the first class. You need an introduction for me? I cleared my exam in 1999 November. The result was out in 2000. And since last 2 decades, I'm into teaching CA CMA students. Subjects I teach is accounts, taxation, and costing. Right now, it's taxation and costing. Any doubts you have, any help you need, I'm always there with all of you. Shall I? All right. So now let us start revision from our material, that is the concept classes compiler. Lot of efforts. I can say last 2 months, November 15 to January 15th, I have put in compiling this, and it is 325 pages material wherein everything is given. You will understand. Don't ask for material for free. And to be very honest, I don't know whether you like what I'm saying or not. बहुत एफर्ट लगते हैं मेरे लिए, मेरी टीम के लिए, to type it, and I have not asked my students to make this material or copy it from this and that. You see, the examples are created on my own. Each and every problem is solved in the way it is to be solved in exam. See, in our study material, the problems are solved with 8 to 10 notes, and those notes are actually for you to understand the concept. But you don't have to write so many notes. 2 minutes, huh? I'll say many things about the presentation skill. One of the thing I want to say, if it's a 5-mark problem for residential status, segregate the income which will be taxable for resident and ordinary and non-resident, so on. So particulars in triple column and 1 or 2 note. Like past exam, profit brought in India is not an income. It's a transfer of capital, hence not considered above. 1 or 2 notes only. Don't like half page of problem for 4 marks, 1.5 page of notes you are writing. So we are not here to teach to the paper correctors, and you have to complete the DT IDT paper in 3 hours. So presentation skills are very important. Once you master that, definitely you can go for an exemption in direct taxation. Shall we start? Okay. Those who have joined late, please watch all the instructions. Still, if you have any doubt in your mind, पूछ सकते हैं. चलो. Today we are revising everything right from the basics, because sometimes simple questions are asked. What is the tax? Tax is the amount what we pay to government, right? Okay. So tax is the amount what we pay to government. Against that, the government is giving us all the facility. Now, what I am teaching you in coming 15 days is direct taxation. That is, the on your own income, you pay the tax to government in the form of advance tax or TDS, TCS, whatever. So that is called as direct tax. Indirect tax is the tax which is borne by me, but I'm not paying directly to government. For example, I'm using this digital pen. I got it for 5,000 rupees inclusive of GST. Am I bearing the goods and service tax on this? Yes. But am I paying this to government? Yes, directly. Am I saying to government, this pen is for 5,000, 4,750 is the cost, 250 is the GST, yellow? No. I'm paying 5,000 including of GST to the from HP where I got this showroom, and those people are paying to government. So when the tax is going indirectly, it is called as indirect tax. What are the indirect taxes applicable right now? Customs, and in few cases excise is still existing, and we have the GST, Goods and Service Tax Act. Some of you may be, ma'am, now this is over basic. Please start with slab rate and jo change humko bol do. Please keep patience. I'm building up a solid base. Pillars are not seen in the building. But if the building is starting from here 10 feet down, they put pillars, solid pillars. Kabhi dekh lena kahin construction chal raha hai to. And that makes the foundation is strong, then everything goes very smooth. And nowadays it's a trend. Kahin se bhi question aa sakta hai. Okay. Thank you so much. Just 5 minutes I started and there are more than 5 likes in the live chat. Thank you so much for appreciating my efforts also. Honestly, lot of efforts it takes to compile this material, to take the live class, to book the Zoom slot and all. So doing this all to help you out. Yeah, please don't take any wrong promises. I don't want to give ki this will be there forever. I don't know how many days that I will decide and say, but then definitely this is going to be removed. So repeatedly, if you want to watch it and finish it off. Okay? Chalo. Direct taxes are and indirect taxes difference can be asked for 4 marks. Here we have income tax, here we have GST and custom. Here the taxes are levied on person. Direct tax, income tax is on income of a person. Indirect tax is on goods or services, right? Here the tax incidence is borne by same person here. See, all the taxes are ultimately borne by the end users, consumers, right? Okay. Higher collection cost as tax collection is difficult. Here less collection cost as it is easy. When you buy, say this is my compass box where I keep the digital pen, this is a colored pen, this is a diary. हम जो खरीदते हैं उसमें automatically we are paying, it is like multi-point tax, GST. It is easy to collect. Income tax, we need to compute and collect the tax. So definitely yes, right? In our legislature, we have got powers to charge the tax. This is basic information. So income tax is covered in the list 1, union list entry 82. This can be asked in true and false. Okay. Then next entries are there for the state government to levy their taxes. Agricultural income pe we are not having power to tax it directly, but we will tax it indirectly. That I will cover at the end of the lecture today. Okay? Chalo. Now, Income Tax Act, which one we are following right now? Huh? Not 1961. Every February 1st, the budget comes in and then they give the changes. 1961 Act we cannot follow today. You must have heard from your dadi nani at home. हमारे जमाने में तो 100 रुपए में इतनी सब्जी आ जाती है. देखो दीप्ति मैम भी ऐसे बोलते हैं 100 rupees I used to fill 4 liters of petrol and drive my vehicle for 1 week for all my internship, articleship and for my coaching. This I am talking of 1995. Now, so 1961 Act, if we want to follow today, according to today's requirement, we need to make some changes. Those changes are recommended by Finance Minister in the month of February. They work on it. When it is passed by both the houses of parliament, it becomes a Finance Act. So for all our exams in 24, Finance Act 23 is applicable. Our financial year, which starts from April 23 and it ends on March 24. So financial year or previous year is 23-24. Assessment year is 24-25. Clear to all of you? Yeah. Do let me know my speed also. I've done a rapid revision wherein in 3 hours, tuck, 1 day before exam. That speed I'm not going to take. Detailed concept के साथ revision करेंगे, but this is a revision class. I'm honestly giving you a disclaimer now. As a teacher, my purpose is to help you get the result, not to misguide at one place also. So these revision videos are not at all enough. If you have not studied income tax once also properly, then go for the practice batch, the way we did it in August, September, and or take a full proper coaching that will help you to have a grasp. And then repeatedly, sometimes you are traveling, you're waiting in a queue, और कुछ नहीं कर सकते तो चलो हेडफोन्स लगा के ये लेक्चर्स ही सुन लो. Today is first class, so I'm giving you all the extra instructions. It's not going to be there every day. All right. If it is all clear, can you all put me a message until now? AC, 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 all clear? All clear? Done. So what is Income Tax Act? 1961 it was made. Rules were made in 1962. Rules are the guidelines which will help us follow the statute. See, act is like a law, a statute, Income Tax Act. But to follow it, we need the help of rules. For example, Act says under section 44AA that so and so person who is having business income should maintain books, sale bill book, purchase book, blah, blah, blah. But detailed what books you have to maintain, that is given in Rule 60D. So rules are basically the guidelines which will help you to follow the act. Okay. Sections and subsections, how do you read? Like this is for deemed dividend. Section 2, subsection 22, clause E talks about this and this. Okay? So many sections are having provisos. Beautiful. Proviso is exception to rule. Rule says that if you make cash payment above 10,000 on a single day to same person, that expense will be disallowed. You have Paytm, GPay, Bank, RTGS, NEFT, TCS, TAC, all online modes are available. Why do you want to pay cash to a person above 10,000 in a single day? Yeah. Then exception, the proviso says if you make payment to a farmer जहाँ bank नहीं है, हाँ, कोई a tribal person is coming and bringing honey to you and you say to him नहीं नहीं दीप्ति मैम ने बोला है नहीं नहीं cash नहीं देंगे check ही देंगे. अरे that tribal person lives nearby forest where there's no bank, it's a holiday. So these are like exceptions wherein you're allowed to go against the section or the rules. Clear? Explanations. Okay. So many times the section is explained in detail that how the department want you to apply this section so that people don't mend the law in the way they wish to. Okay. Right. Circulars. Circulars are issued by CBDT. Tell me one thing. What is CBDT? Central Board of Direct Taxes. We also have CIBIC. What is CIBIC? Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Custom. So CBDT is the highest authority who is helping govern this Income Tax Act in India. It has a council and members are there, chairman is there, and all hierarchy is there. So right now, CBDT issues guidelines, okay, circulars to clarify the things. नहीं इस पे ये चेंज करना है, इस पे ये चेंज करना है, like that. Okay, these are binded to the department. Then there are notifications. Notifications are issued by central government and the CBDT is also empowered to make and amend rules for the purpose of the act. Okay, and these are applicable to both. Now take a pause. Some of the students are like messaging me, ma'am, please start with slab rates. ऐसे मत करो. As a teacher, I know last 2 decades I have been teaching कि this sometimes you really like my class because it's interesting, you know. सीधा slab rate पढ़ाओ, ये पढ़ाओ, बात खत्म. No. But you don't know, questions are asked from this basic. Now listen to me. Whatever changes they want to make in the Finance Act 2023, they will give in the budget on 1st February 23 and this is approved and applicable. September 23, there's a confusion in the TDS section. कोई तो एक TDS का section है, in that there is some confusion. Now September 23, if there is a confusion, Can we say, "Arey, let the confusion go on. We will see kya karna hai in Finance Act 24 next year." Can we do that? No. So many times you need to make some clarification or small changes in the act, that I want to deduct tax, TDS, tax from you and pay to government. Okay. I've told this to Prithvi, one of my customers. Prithvi is not giving his PAN number, permanent account number, his registration number with government. Then I'm saying, Prithvi, if you don't give your PAN, how do I deduct tax and pay to government and give you a certificate for that? Now, in spite of saying, if Prithvi is not giving, government came with a notification, a circular in between the financial. It says, if I am the deductor, I have to deduct tax and pay to government, and you are the deductee. They are saying, if this person is not deducting the tax, I mean, say not giving the PAN, generally if TDS rate is 2%, 5%, 10%, you deduct TDS at 20%. Prithvi will run and come, "Arey nahi ma'am, 20% TDS matka to, utna to my tax is also not there." And then he will give the PAN. So these kind of small changes, procedural changes, can it be made in between the financial year 23-24? Yes. How? By way of notifications, which are applicable to department as well as the SSEs. And between the department and the SSEs forms the bridge, and that bridge making people, we are the bridge making people. Chartered accountant, cost accountants, company secretary, lawyers, we are making the bridge. So it's a very privileged opportunity. How you use this knowledge, how you share it, how you help the people, that's how you get business also. Right? Okay. Chale aage. So hope this is clear to all of you. I'll let you know in some time when we are going to take a break. अभी आधा घंटा तो कोई break नहीं है. टेबल पे अच्छे से नोटबुक पैड के साथ पानी की बोतल लेके साथ में बैठो. मैं भी ना पोमोडेरे टेक्निक पढ़ाती हूँ, लेकिन प्रोफेशनल एग्जाम्स में एप्लीकेबल नहीं है. Do you know you have to sit at one place and write 3 hours of paper and 15 minutes of reading time? Done. And then for that, it is very essential to watch these kind of videos with patience, with focus. And whatever reason you give for distraction, na, वो बड़ा genuine वाला reason है. I know that. Can you write any reason in the final exam? No, na? Then don't give any reason. Sure. Case laws. Case laws are the judgment of High Court and Supreme Court. You know, sometimes is this expense allowed or not? This is disallowed and all that. So the finally whatever is the verdict of the High Court or Supreme Court, that becomes like a law, and it can be used in similar cases. That's what is called as case laws. Case laws are not much important at inter level of exam. Final level of exam, yes, you are using the case laws. Okay? CBDT, CIBIC, I've already said. You can pause the video and watch those definitions. CIBIC is Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Custom, that's governing GST. Budget we have talked. What is the financial year for us? 23-24. What is the assessment year? 24-25. Okay. Now this is a hot favorite question for 5 marks. Note it in your notebook. Financial year is the year in which you earn the income, 23-24. Assessment year is the next year where the financial year ends, the assessment year starts. Assessment year is the year, say 31st July 2024. I will assess my income of 23-24 and file my return. Are you getting? So whatever you earn in the previous year 23-24, you assess and pay the tax in next year, that is called as 24-25. Now there are exceptions to the rule wherein the previous year and the assessment year is same. Ma'am, ye kaise hoga? If the previous year is 24-25, this is the year whatever I earn. Next year 24-25, I will compute my income, I'll compute my tax, and I will assess and pay self-tax. So in the next year. How can my previous year and assessment year be same? Yes, it is same in 5 cases. One head on now we can talk is a person leaving India. Someone is leaving India, say 1st October 2023. Okay, right? Raj. Shah Rukh Khan's name is Raj in so many movies. So Raj. In our time, 1990s, he was Raj in most of the movies. अभी करते हैं सुनो ध्यान से. So Raj is leaving on 1st October 2023 permanently India to settle in Canada. Yeah, Raj, please now you go. Bye bye. Next year please come, in 24-25 July ke pehle come to India, file your return, pay the tax, and then can we say like that? No. So person is leaving India permanently. Can we say, okay, you are going on October 23, obtain tax clearance certificate. Whatever you have earned in April to October, pay the tax, finish off, and then bye-bye. Followed or not. So whenever there are some exceptions to the rule, provisos, some changes, there's a reason. Have that inquisitiveness, understand that reason. Then I'm telling you, even if there is a twist in the exam, you will be able to crack it because you have not mugged up. You have understood that. Okay. Thank you so much for all the likes of the videos. And if you feel this knowledge is good, tomorrow it's a challenge. I'm saying you will understand residential status like never before. It's my challenge because I know what's the quality of the examples and the problems added in my compiler material. I'll share it with all of you. Yes, day after tomorrow, we'll start with heads of income. तो इसको जरूर शेयर करो अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ एंड मेक श्योर you all are scheduling your work आगे पीछे and attending this live. Chalo. So the first case, exception to the rule that previous income will be charged in assessment year, non-resident shipping company. Okay, non-resident shipping company who comes to India, unloads the goods and passengers. Thai Airways की एक flight आती है. That flight comes to Hyderabad and some passengers and the goods and all are unloaded. Again, they take some goods and all and they leave bye-bye. So this is a non-resident shipping company or like that. Then they have to pay the tax, get the tax clearance certificate, and then the crew and the ship is allowed to leave the shore, right? Assessment of a person leaving India. Just now I gave the example. AOP, BOI, AJP formed for a particular purpose. You know, few people, they don't form partnership, but how they work is Dipti is owning a open plot. Okay. And Sohil is my friend. He's very good in constructing the buildings. So together we make a tower. He made 10 floors. Okay. So 5 floor is Sohil's. And because I gave my old land, 5 floors belong to me. And then we share the profit, sell off all the 10 flats and bye bye. You know, in accounting term, what do we call it? Can anyone write in the chat box the story what I gave for me and Sohil, what it is? Can anyone say? Kya hai ye? Joint venture. Is there a partnership deed here? Am I and Sohil permanent partner? No. We have just come together for this venture where it's my land, he's doing the redevelopment, and we are sharing the profits and bye bye. Right? Clear to all of you? Then these kind of people come together, they are called as body of individuals. So when these body of individuals or AOP, association of person, one partnership firm, one HUF, when they come together for a project and disperse, better pay the tax on the venture together and then bye-bye. Fourth is assessment of a person trying to alienate his asset. When you know a person, you all have seen Raid movie. Another of Raid is Ajay Devgan's movie. और एक कौन सा था? Special 26, Akshay Kumar's movie. If not, that's the homework. Watch those movies. Especially all my final students, Raid and Search and Caesar will be clear to you. So when you know a person is trying to sell off his property, divert his assets, and he's going to avoid paying the tax, can we ask him to pay the tax of this year's income now only? Answer is yes. Okay, discontinued operations. Okay, where any business or profession discontinued in any assessment year, income of that business. Okay, some business is discontinued and closed on 1st August 23. Then whatever we have earned from April to August, let us pay the tax and then disperse. So these are the 5 cases wherein the financial year and assessment year is same. So many of you are attending it live. You are putting the likes also. Thank you. You know, when you instantly put likes or comment in the live chat, this video is boosted by YouTube and shared. So many of people have subscribed to my channel, or they have now touched with me. Like communication is going on because of the YouTube boosting. They came to know about my lectures. So please help me also in this. Subscribe to the channel, comment below, because most of my RTP, MTP solving, tax amendment, these all the lectures are live, dear students. I don't believe in recording and pausing and recording and pausing and then uploading. No. Very confident I am that what I am teaching is absolutely what is required to get exemption in DT. So help me by commenting below. All clear until now? Yeah. Any doubts you have? Put it in the comment box. Thank you. Thank you for writing at least AC. All clear. Thank you so much. God bless you. As you need motivation, we also need that, right? Chalo. Now, who is an SSE? A person who is liable to pay tax. Okay? Is called as SSE under Income Tax Act. Deemed SSE is when you're liable to pay tax on behalf of others as representative assessee. You know, person is minor or lunatic, not of sound mind, then someone is appointed as a representative assessee. Or koi property hai for which 7-8 people are the co-owners, co-heirs, they are all called as deemed assessees. Who is called as assessee in default? Yeah, a person who's liable to pay the tax and he's not paying, he's called as SSE in default. Okay, right. Now, section 231, 2, and this is not subsection, this is directly clause. 231 clause says definition of a person. See, we said a person who is liable to pay tax is called as SSE. Then who is that person? Individual, male, female, minor, getting income through their shows, talent, and all. Of course, they have to pay tax. HUF, Hindu undivided family. You know, some common ancestral property or jewelry or gold or plot is there for Hindu undivided family. One person is Karta, all other are co-partners. Then they have to file the return in the form of HUF. Company, different types of companies, Indian company, foreign company, domestic company, private company, public company, partnership firm, LLP. Now this you should learn in your accounts class. What's the difference in the firm and the LLP? LLP, if they have formed, they have to file the return. Body of individuals, I already explained you when group of people are coming together. AOP. You know, body of individuals, may it's the people coming together, but they are all individuals. Mr. A, Mr. B, Mr. C. हाँ ये सब क्या है? One second, dear students. The screen got stuck. Just 5 more minutes of the definitions and then we will go to the tax rates. One second. So Mr. A, B, C, these are individuals. Association of person is Mr. A, Mr. A, Mr. B, HUF, Mr. C, and so on. Okay? Local authority means the municipal authority, district board and all. AJP, artificial jurisdiction person like gods, deity, TTD temple. Now Ram Janmabhoomi, the temple is there. So that's like an artificial jurisdiction person. If you earn the income, you have to pay the tax. These are all simple definitions, types of companies and all. We can skip. Yeah. Sometimes there is undisclosed income. If there's a raid and cash is found at your home, this is the income which you have not disclosed. You have hidden that income, some jewelry, some property papers, some farmhouses, like that. Then on this undisclosed income, this is asked so many times in MCQs. Whenever it is caught up under section 115 EE, the tax is 60%. Okay? Tax is 60%. Surcharge is 25% on tax, and health and education cess is 4% on tax plus surcharge. So total tax to be paid when there is a raid, search, survey on whatever you have not disclosed and you're disclosing now is 78%. Clear to all of you, right? So many times, like we even take the loan. So if I've taken loan from, say, Rakesh should explain कि ये पैसे कहाँ से आए दीप्ति मैम को जो लोन दिया है. If Rakesh is not able to explain, then they will say this is not loan taken from Rakesh. Rakesh कोई है ही नहीं, fake name. This is Dipti ma'am's own black money converted, and I'll have to pay the tax on that. So like that, unexplained investments. You do renovation of your house, show 1 lakh, but actually you have put Italian marble, blah blah, and you have done a renovation of 1 crore. Now this 1 crore and 1 lakh difference, this is your undisclosed income. Unexplained money, bullion, jewelry, gold. Yeah. Amount of investment not fully disclosed. Some land you have purchased at 8 crore, you are just showing 3 crore as the value. Unexplained expenditures. Lavish weddings, birthday parties, anniversaries. Huh? So in the wedding, 1.5 CR is spent. But drawings में बताया है बेटी की शादी थी 20 लाख का खर्चा किए. Now 150 lakhs and 20 lakhs. 130 lakhs is illegally earned money on which you have not paid the tax. So first thing in raid, taken care and they check it is all your social media, Insta, Facebook, this, that. That's where they come to know that what is your lifestyle and from where you are getting the money. If you are not able to explain the sources, okay, you have spent so much from which source, got it. Okay, and loan taken and repaid. This concept is asked many times in exam for 2 marks. Application of income and diversion. Application of income is, say, husband earning income. Mr. Beans getting salary, coming home and giving it to Mrs. Beans. So will it again be taxable in the hands of Mrs. Beans? No. Application of income is you earn the income, you pay the tax, you take home, and how you spend is your wish. So when you apply that income, it is not applicable. Diversion of income. I am the owner of a property. My younger sister Shruti is staying in that property and taking her education and all. So, I have told to my tenant, don't pay rent in Dipti Chheda's account, pay to Shruti directly and she will pay her college fees and all. Who is the owner of the house? Dipti Chheda. So will Shruti be liable to pay tax? No, this is called as diversion of income. Even if I'm saying मुझे तो rent आया ही नहीं है, श्रुति को आया, श्रुति को पकड़ो. No, this land belongs to me. I'm the owner and I should pay tax. So diversion of income is always taxable. Whatever you earn in India, you have to pay the tax. Hawa mein karo, territorial waters mein karo, continental shelf, 200 nautical miles down in India, if they put up those oil extracting machines and all and people working over there, is their salary taxable in India? Yes. Right, so that's all about the concept. Exactly 40 minutes we took to build up the base. So here we complete one part. We are not taking a break now. I'll be giving you break after we complete 1 hour. Hope you are watching this on full screen, preferably on laptop, and with water bottles, notepads on. पूछो कोई doubt है? Otherwise directly I'm starting with the tax rates. I'm first teaching you all normal tax rates. You know, from this year, we have two ways of calculating the tax. One is default tax regime, section 115 BAC, which is made as mandatory. If you don't give any tax choice, your tax will be calculated as per the default tax regime, section 115 BAC. If you opt out of default tax regime, then you pay the tax as per your normal tax rates, slab rates, all. So I'm teaching you normal. Default I will revise, but homework for today is watch my first tax amendment lecture, wherein in detail I have covered the default tax regime along with two problems also I have solved. मैम अमेंडमेंट के मटेरियल हैं क्या पीडीएफ? बिल्कुल मिलेंगे. PDF of all the tax amendment lecture 1 and 2 are already posted in the Telegram. If you join the Telegram and message over there, again I'll repost, because some students are saying when they join they are not able to scroll back. अब उसका reason क्या है मुझे नहीं मालूम, but I will give you the material. Don't ask me for this material. I have taken like so many months efforts, me and my team, in typing each and every example and answer. एक RFA में change क्या हुआ? It has affected like so many problems here in deductions and computation of income. So please don't ask for this. This material, if you want, you can order. No shipping charges, nothing. Just the material cost is there in the Concept Classes app. Download and wait for 3 working days. At your home directly by speed post, you will get the material. Sarathi, why do you name it as Sarathi, ma'am? Sarathi booster notes, Sarathi practice batch, Sarathi revision video. Sarathi in Hindi is the meaning for one who is always hand holding you till your exam. That's what I want to do. And I don't want you to be down for one reason also. एक तो reason बोलो नहीं पढ़ने का. हाँ चलो 2 minutes. I'll give you one dialogue. When someone is say अच्छा अच्छा बड़ा पास फेल वाला चक्कर है, अभी तक सीए चल ही रहा है, सीए कर रहे हैं अभी तक. Yeah, I have not become a CA and CMA yet. Just say this. दीप्ति मैम आप इंग्लिश भी पढ़ाते हैं? हाँ बिल्कुल पढ़ाते हैं. Yet ये वर्ड बोलने से magic, that confidence goes up. And then second promise is I will do whatever it takes to achieve my goal. So whatever it takes, hard work, smart work, writing practice, watching the revision repeatedly, and not only for my subject, for law, accounts, wherever you have trusted, go with one single teacher, abide by what they say, work hard, you will get the result. Okay? Chalo. Let us begin with normal tax rates now. Okay. One thing I want to clear over here, ये देखो मैं क्या लिख रही हूँ. If you want, you should write it as a punchline. Tax is always calculated on total income. Normal income, slab rates for individuals and HUFs. Special income, special rates. So, tax is always calculated on total income. Surcharge is always calculated on tax. Surcharge is a luxury. Oh, you are earning above 50 lakhs. You are earning too good. Can you pay little extra tax? Yes. So surcharge is additional tax, what you calculate on tax. And on tax plus surcharge, you have to pay health and education cess 4%. And this 4% tax, what government is collecting in the form of cess, which goes for 100% literacy mission, Sukanya, like girl education and midday meals and education related all the projects in India. So is the concept clear? Tax is calculated on income. Surcharge is calculated on tax. Health and education cess is calculated on tax plus surcharge. अच्छा है, clear है? All right. Ma'am, अगर rebate है तो good. Thank you. If this is rebate on your total income, calculate the tax. Rebate कब कहाँ आएगा? I will say. But rebate under section 87A minus करो and balance tax after the rebate on the balance tax pay 4% health and education cess. Yes, definitely these lab rates and all the revision videos will be helpful for final also. Because in final also you get to calculate the MAT, the AMT, all this. Yes, all the revision videos will be free for sure. For sure. Yes. And it's not, I will not leave in between till TDS, TCS, return of income, self-assessment. वहां तक पूरे revision videos you will get free. ऐसा नहीं है कि 5 रिविजन वीडियोस यहाँ हैं, बाकी के लिए ऐप में आ जाओ, नहीं. ओके, चलो, थैंक यू सो मच. होप थिंग्स आर मोर क्लियर. चलो, now let us begin with the tax rates. If you know it already, it's a revision, so I think I can go little fast here. Right. For individuals, HUF, AOP, BO and AJP below 60 years, for male, female, resident, non-resident, all up to 2,50,000 basic exemption. So whatever is not gross total income, after deductions, total income, up to 2,50,000 nil. 2,50,000 to 5 lakh, 5%. 5 lakh to 10 lakh. On the next 5 lakh, it's 20%. And above 10 lakhs, it is 30%. Clear to all of you? Right? Now, I'll teach you what is all this. Just please wait first. If a person is senior citizen, 60 years and above, but less than 80 years, for him, what will be the basic exemption? 3 lakh. 3 lakh to 5 lakh. On the next 2 lakh, 5%. 5 lakh to 10 lakh. On the next 5 lakh, 20%. 10 lakh and above, 30%. ठीक है? Right. Super senior citizen, 80 years and above. Okay. For total income, up to 5 lakh, nil. 5 lakh to 10 lakh. Till 5 lakh, 80 years and above are getting basic exemption. My grandmom, she's not there, 99 years she was, but she got an award from income tax department that after the age of 90 years also we were filing her return and paying the tax as most senior citizen. So I remember that they get this additional benefit of up to 5 lakh, the tax is nil. 5 lakh to 10 lakh, it's not starting from 5%. Directly 5 lakh to 10 lakh, on the next 5 lakh, 20%, 10 lakh above 30%. I think this you all must be knowing since years we are doing this, right? Okay. Now one pitfall. Deepti ma'am will take care that you all are learning here and writing your exams in a super clear way, not sliding in any slide. कोई वंडर लाके स्लाइड में नहीं गिरना है. तो the clarity के लिए I have underlined in my compiler this word. This additional basic exemption of 3 lakh and 5 lakh is only for resident senior citizen. Okay. So Mr. David, 82 years, is coming to India and earning an income of 9 lakh. Examples मैं बहुत दूंगी. It's my habit of teaching the class and making it very easy with example. Somewhere you feel thoda bouncer क्या ma'am example दो तो लिखो. Thank you so much for keeping the chat box active. I'm not taking your names because some students don't like to take the names. They want to keep it पता नहीं क्या reason है मुझे नहीं मालूम, but they don't like, so I respect what you don't like. I'm not taking, but individually I want to thank all of you who are taking part in the live chat. चलो, तो David is a non-resident, 82 years, coming to India, earning an income of 9 lakh. What will be the basic exemption? I'm waiting. Tuck, who is giving the answer first? Bolo. David. Yes. What will be the basic exemption for David? See, these are the questions asked in MCQs and case studies, and we lose marks. और ये ना, दिस इज योर ओन प्लेस, यहाँ सीखने आए हो, भर भर के गलती करो, से रॉन्ग आंसर इन द चैट बॉक्स. आई प्रॉमिस, जस्ट टेक पार्ट. Once you are wrong and you will get the thing so correct, you will never make that mistake again. And if you're correct, genuine wala confidence will boost. So part to lo. Very good, very good. Okay. Bala is giving the correct answer. 2,50,000 will be the basic exemption for David, who is 82 years. Why? Because he's a non-resident. Ma'am, but 80 years and above 5 lakh basic exemption. 60 years and above 3 lakh, that is only for resident. This concept is super duper important, especially for all my final students who need to work out tax in DTAA. डबल टैक्सेशन अवॉइडेंस अग्रीमेंट में जैसे आप टैक्स कैलकुलेट करते हो ना, वहां पे राइट. See, those who are taking active part, I'll give you my number and you will be getting a 200 questions MCQs bank complimentary from our side for taking part. And you can, that's an MCQ bank and you can write that test twice, get your scores, and then they will share the suggested answer also. There's a facility in the app, Concept Classes app. So if you want to get this as complimentary, take part in the discussion and we will share our number with you to get free access to that. Chalo. All right. So individuals or ye sab clear hai? Now what's the concept of rebate? Okay. I hope this, whatever I am inking here with red ink pen today, kabhi blue, समझ में आ रहा है ना, writing or concept and all, then that you should also write it. When you write it, no, 100% participative you are. Chal. Rebate is reduction in the tax under section 87A given only to resident individual. See, these are applicable to HUF, AOP, BOI, AJP, सबको, but rebate is given only to resident individual whose income is up to 5 lakh. So, you are a chota mota SSC. अब जिसकी 5 lakh yearly income है, he will be a small dosa wala or small lid cap wala, So, can we help him by giving him some reduction or relief in the tax? Yes. If your total income is up to 5 lakh, you can reduce your tax up to 12,500, and on the balance tax only, you have to pay the health and education cess, that is 4%. Right? Okay. These are the points relevant for the default tax regimes. I'm keeping it pending right now. Okay. What's the tax for partnership firm? Flat 30%. Partnership firm, LLP and all, flat 30%, no basic exemption. Companies also, generally it is flat 30%. If it is a non-domestic or foreign company, flat 40%. Means even if you have a 10,000 income and you are a company, 30%, 3,000 you have to pay tax. Basic exemption is only for individuals, HUF, COP, BOI. Done? Yeah. Please share it with your friends. Now I'm going to go in the default tax regime for which you will get 14 marks question. So if they attend live, the quality of the learning and focus is going to be different and you can clarify your doubts instantly. So do share it with your friends. It's 12:15 right now. Surely we are going to go till 1:30. In between, I'll give a break. ये tax rate होने के बाद, ठीक है? So you can share it with your friends and ask them also to join. Chalo. So what is the tax for domestic company? 30%. Non-domestic foreign company, 40%. Now for domestic company, an emotional benefit is there. We are working everything for financial year 23-24. Yeah. So for 23-24, we are working. If 2 years back in 21-22, if the turnover of the company is less than 400 crore, they can opt for paying a discounted rate of 25% instead of 30%. Once again, Indian companies 2 years back, if your turnover is less than 400 crores, this year instead of 30%, you can pay the tax 25%. Clear to all of you? Right. Today's lecture is definitely applicable to interfinal all the students. Okay. For cooperative society, if the total income is up to 10,000, 10%, 10,000 to 20,000, 20%, 20,000 above our society ki income hai to 30%. Now there are some special incomes on which special rates are applicable. I'm just discussing it now. More detailed, we will do it in the capital gain chapter. Long-term capital gain on properties, jewelry, gold, 20%. Long-term capital gain on shares, units, which are listed and on which STT, security transaction taxes charged. Then up to 1 lakh, long-term capital gain is exempt. This 1 lakh is over and above basic exemption. Yahan likh lo. Over and above. So if you are having long-term capital gain of 4 lakh, 2 lakh 50,000 will be exempt. 1 lakh additional will be exempt. And on the balance long-term capital gain, tax is 10%. Clear to all of you? Right. So normal long-term capital gain on property, jewelry, open plot sold. How much it is? 20%. Long-term capital gain on shares, units, on which STT is paid 10%. Short-term capital gain, other than shares and all, property, jewelry, ghar, whatever you have sold, normal tax rate. Short-term capital gain on shares, on which STT is charged, and these are listed, then 15%. Casual income, lottery, puzzle, card game, betting, इसमें एक और ऐड कर दो अभी, online gaming. You know, now online gaming is legalized. Earlier in cricket, so much of betting used to go on, and like no one was showing that as income. Huh? फिर सबके यहाँ रेड होती थी and all. So now I don't know the name, but something 11 or ऐसे कुछ apps है ना where you can do PUBG, and all these gamings have become legal. So these kind of the gamings, whatever is the income, betting, competition, spell bee competition, like that, this is all taxable at 30%. And undisclosed income, I told you, tax is 60%, surcharge on 60, 25% surcharge, matlab 15, 75. 75 के ऊपर अगर if you do 4%, that comes to 78%. So here we finished special income, special rate. Online gaming is added now this year. Okay, right. Ask your doubts. Normal income, normal rate, and special income, special rates. Are they clear to you? See, for all these examples are solved. Yehi chapter mein I have solved so many examples to make all this very clear. You want me to share? 2 minutes before we go on to surcharge and unutilized basic exemption and marginal relief and all. 1 second. Yes. See, these are the problems solved. Now, this is not a practice batch, otherwise I would have solved the problem in detail, but just to share with you. Say Parvati's income is 12 lakh 30,000. Nothing given means it's normal income. Nothing given means Parvati's age is like less than 60 years. है ना? So first 2,50,000 nil. Next 2,50,000 5%, 12,500. 5 lakh to 10 lakh. On the next 5 lakh, 20%, that is 10 lakh. And 10 lakh ke above 2 lakh 30,000 पे 30% 69,000. So what's the total tax? 1 lakh 81,500. And on that, health and education cess is 7260. So tax payable. And please remember, this is repeatedly asked in exam. If you want to write and keep under section 288A. Income is rounded, final income, not headwise income and gross total. Total income is rounded off in the multiples of 10. So if your ये tax लिखा है यहाँ पे, tax नहीं है, total income है. See, if there's a printing mistake, I'm just noting it down because I also want it to be as error-free as possible. Right? Thank you so much for calculating the tax also. So if your income is say 444, you will round it off to 440. 4 tak hai to upar. Now this is 448. Can we make it 450? So round off in the multiples of 10. 5 onwards, next 1, 2, 3, 4. Chhod do. Upar ka le lo. Followed or not? So income is to be rounded off in the multiple of 10. Tax. Not every tax and surcharge and cess. No. Let it be 73 rupees 89. Decimals to nahi aega. If anyone in the answer sheet calculating tax in decimals, it's not a mistake, it's a blunder. That means you have not learned that taxes are not calculated in decimals. Utni bhi honesty ki zarurat nahi hai. Save all your 3-4 digit decimals for costing. Standard costing, marginal costing, FM. Huh? So here taxes are to be rounded off in the multiples of 10 under section 288B. Income is to be rounded off in the multiples of 288A. देखो एक दो और प्रॉब्लम देखते हैं. I've tried my best to give all varieties of problem. Like Mahavir is 70 years. His income is 4,80,000. I'm reading the problem exactly how the student should read in exam. Please write it somewhere. Reading the problem is an art. Right? Reading the problem is an art. The way you read and interpret the problem. Yeah. That will. So when you are reading, oh, Mahavir's age is 70 years. Basic exemption will be 3 lakh. Oh, income is 4,80,000. तब तो फिर इसको rebate भी मिलेगा. If your total income is less than 5 lakh, you get a rebate. So what will be the basic exemption for Mahavir? Instead of 2,50,000, 3 lakh. Balance income 1,80,000. What will be the tax? 5%, 9,000. How much tak rebate is allowed? 12,500. Can we take rebate 12,500 and department, अरे हमने 9,000 tax pay, refund दो? अरे ऐसे नहीं होता है. Rebate is up to 12,500. I hope you are liking the way I am teaching. I am stressing on, see, last 2 decades, whenever I am taking the face-to-face class, it's mandatory. My class starts at 10:30. 9:30 to 10:30, students are writing chapter-wise, topic-wise exam. 30 minutes ka exam, 45 minutes ka exam, but exam. And I know what are the commonly done mistakes. That's why when I'm giving you कि ऐसा नहीं करना है, this is not that I'm criticizing and saying anything negative. I'm coming here to share my knowledge and handhold you to your results. वो तो ठीक है, but alert तो करना है ना. Yeah, that's why it is said, take this as a secret कि जब किसी से डांट खाते हो ना, there's lot of caring, तभी वो डांटते हैं. कोई जिसको मतलब नहीं है, that person will never scold you. Done? All right. So this tax is rebate is given up to 12,500 and taxes nil. Ma'am, you didn't take health and education cess. I told you where to park health and education cess. Tax minus rebate, whatever is the tax, add health and education cess. Over and out. If you add it here and then do the rebate, ma'am, क्या फर्क पड़ता है ऊपर का नीचे नहीं जा रहे? All done. It will go wrong. ठीक है? Yeah, we are going to do 115 BAC also now only. So stay connected with us. And do let me know, is it overdose or you want breaks or how? Yes, sure, it's more than 1 hour. Let me complete this and I'll see. These are all the problems. Now I'm not scrolling down all the problems. If you have this material, you check it. You want more help. See, this is long-term capital gain 6,90,000. In long term and short term capital gain, do we give basic exemption? Yes. And Mangilal's age is not given. So how much basic exemption? 2,50,000. Additional basic exemption 1 lakh. Why 1 lakh? Because it's long term capital gain on shares. On balance 3,40,000, don't apply first 2 lakh and blah blah blah. This is all long term capital gain. So flat 10% tax on that health and ma'am, rebate nahi aayega na, income exceeded 5 lakh. Clear to all of you? So this is 9th problem, 10th problem. This is the way we calculate the taxes. Okay? Now let us go on to the next concept, that is surcharge. I've already parked and told you tax is calculated on income, surcharge is calculated on tax. Okay, we will do one thing. It's 12:23 right now. So exactly 5 minutes of break and come back. I'm going to take surcharge, and with the concept of surcharge, 5 marks CMA inter exclusive problem they have asked for marginal relief. Yes, so वो भी करेंगे and we will continue then with 115 BAC also, right? So just keeping the screen like this only, so that if you want you can take the surcharge concept till then. हवा खा के आ जाओ जल्दी से. All right. Are you all also back? Unmute to kiya. Can you all hear me properly? Okay. Some of you are already messaging me in Telegram, ma'am, can you make these classes completely in English for South students? Listen, dear students, all my classes are 100% in English. It's a promise. But sometimes in the flow, when we crack some joke or give some out of the way example, we may go into our Hindi flow. That's just some joke or not important. And that also, if you want, just write English, I'll convert and say, कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है, right? See, like कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है is not very important. But of course, the concepts and all these revision classes are 100% in English for sure. ठीक है? Done. Thank you so much for the response. Okay. Now we are clear with normal income, normal tax, special income, special tax. When in 14 marks question, they ask you to compute the income and calculate the tax, write the way I have written, up to 2,50,000 nil, then 20. You know why? Sometimes your total income may go wrong. So obviously on the wrong income, you have calculated wrong tax. But if your tax rates and the steps are correct, you will get marks. See, when they have the suggested answer, half 1 mark is also there for every correct step. So make sure in the total income problem, if they ask you to calculate tax, write that tax. Okay? Now we are going into the beautiful concept of surcharge. Surcharge is like a luxury. If you are earning above 50 lakhs as individual, it's a very good income. 12 fours are 48. So 4 lakh se zyada many ki income hai. Can you pay little extra tax and contribute for our economy? Yes. So surcharge is the additional tax on the income which is payable by individual HUF, AOP, BOI at the rates what I'm going to teach now. And if there is a surcharge, then on tax is calculated on income, surcharge is calculated on tax, and on tax plus surcharge you are going to calculate health and education cess. Is this clear to all of you? Chalo, look at the rates of surcharge. See, the slab rate wala basic material I have already given in the amendment PDF. Just put me a message in the Telegram. I will add it again for sure. Okay. So for individuals, HUFs, AOP, BOI, AJP, those are following slab rates. If the total income exceeds 50 lakhs and it is up to 1 crore, then the surcharge rate is 10%. If it exceeds 1 crore to 2 crore, surcharge rate is 15%. If the income exceeds 2 crore to 5 crore, okay, up to 5 crore, this is 2 crore, up to 5 crore, surcharge rate is 25% on the total tax what you have calculated. If your income exceeds 5 crore, you have to pay 37% surcharge. This is applicable if the SSE opts out of default tax regime. That means he is in a normal tax regime. Because in default tax regime, 37% tax is not there. I'll again repeat when I do 115 BAC, in default tax regime, highest rate of surcharge is only 25%. Yes, 37% is applicable only if you are paying the tax in normal tax regime. Okay. So if your income is 8 crores and you are paying tax in normal, not in default, 115 BAC wala nahi, what will be the surcharge rate? 37%. Ma'am, ये तो बहुत ज़्यादा है. Highest rate of tax is 30%. Highest rate of 37% surcharge. That will give you the maximum marginal rate. I'll come to that. See. Mark it super duper important. If you are having your notebook, write it somewhere. Superb question for case studies and MCQs. What do you mean by maximum marginal rate of tax? It is the highest rate of tax as an individual is paying. Say 30%. Suppose your TI, your total income is 100 rupees. तो आप टैक्स कितना पे करोगे? 30. अब 30 पे सरचार्ज कितना है? 37. Pick up your calculators so that you don't have to learn the rates, and use that same calculator in the final exam also, which you are using now. So on 30 tax into 37%, this is 11.1. 37% surcharge on 30 tax, and tax is on income. So this is coming to 41.1. 41.1 पे 4% e-cess 1.644 plus 41.1. 42.774 is the highest rate of tax individual is paying. So in exam, if they ask you maximum marginal rate of tax, it is 42.744%. Clear to all of you? 42.744%. 30% tax, 37% surcharge, and then e-cess. Those who are filing the return in default tax regime, section 115 BAC, for them 37% surcharge is not there. 2 to 5 crore, 5 crore and above, it's 25% highest surcharge rate. So 30 tax, 25% surcharge, and on tax plus surcharge 4% says, that is 39%. Clear to all of you? So what will be the maximum marginal or the highest tax rate individual should pay? 42.7. Don't try to buttify this rate. You remember, highest rate of tax is 30%. फिर उसके ऊपर highest rate of surcharge. Surcharge rates I have told you 10%, 15, 20%. Highest कितना है? 37. और e-cess कितना है? 4%. So you can do it in your calculator. Normal tax regime, highest rate of tax is this and this. ठीक है? चलो. So surcharge rates are clear. This is applicable if the SSE opts out of default tax regime. In default tax regime, this is the highest rate, in the surcharge. Okay? Chalo. Now, partnership firm and all, if the income exceeds 1 crore, flat surcharge is there 12%. Domestic company, cooperative society, cooperative society from this year is added into the surcharge rate of, if the income exceeds 1 crore and up to 10 crore, surcharge rate is 7%. If the income of the domestic company or the cooperative society, other than these special cooperative societies, if it is exceeding 10 crore, surcharge rate is 12%. So domestic company के लिए tax कितना है? 30%. Surcharge rate कितना है? 7%, 12%. Foreign company के लिए tax कितना है? 40%. Surcharge कितना है? 2%. If the income exceeds 1 crore and up to 10 crore, otherwise 5%. Clear to all of you? And cooperative societies which are covered under 115 BAD. Now this is not there in the inter syllabus. Final में है. ये cooperative societies, they are involved in manufacturing activities and all, and they pay 22% tax rate and all. For them, surcharge rate is not 7 and 12%, it's 10%. I know if you are doing it for the first time, it will take time. But as I told you, this is revision lecture, disclaimer, this is not a practice batch. You should take coaching once and then watch these revision videos. Okay? Chalo. Now, very important for MCQ is the list of 4 items where 25 and 30%, 37% is not applicable. So the highest surcharge rate is only 15%. What are those cases? Short-term capital gain on shares, जिसपे STT charge हुआ है 111A. Long-term capital gain on shares on which STT is charged 112A. Dividend income, long-term capital gain. Other than long-term capital gain on shares also, or दूसरा वाला. So on all these income, even if your income is 1 crore, 8 crore, 10 crore, what will be the surcharge rate? 15%. 50 lakhs to 1 crore, 10%. 1 crore and above, 15%. Any confusion in the surcharge rates? For normal tax regime, the surcharge is 25% if the income exceeds 2 crore up to 5 crore. Surcharge is 37% if the income exceeds 5 crore. But for default tax regime, surcharge is 25% if the income exceeds 2 crore. 37% is not applicable. Nice, clear to all of you. फिर से एक बार 50 lakhs to 1 crore, 10% surcharge. 10 crore and 50 lakhs to 1 crore. 1 crore and above, 15% surcharge. Say you are having dividend of 7 crore. तभी भी कितना surcharge लगेगा? 15%. Dividend income, long-term capital gain. Long-term capital gain on shares 112A. Short-term capital gain on shares 111A. On these four income, whatever it may be, highest surcharge rate is, what did I say? 15%. ठीक है? I'm just starting and taking today. If you are not able to do agricultural income, at least we'll do the default tax regime in brief, because detailed lecture is already made in tax amendment lecture 1. So this is all about surcharge. Health and education cess is there 4%. Now we are taking the concept of marginal relief. मैम कब पता चलेगा कि एग्जाम में मार्जिनल रिलीफ लगाना है? You know, listen all of you. When will you come to know that you have to apply the marginal relief in English? Now, marginal relief is, so many times my income just exceeded 50 lakhs by peanuts, say 51 lakhs. Because the income exceeded 50 lakhs, on the whole tax, I have to pay surcharge 10%. Can I pay tax more than what is the increase in income? No. So I am asking for a marginal relief. Will I get? Yes. Is there some steps to work out in exam? Yes. Do we need to learn those steps, buttify those steps? No. I am taking every Saturday half an hour's magic of logic live learning classes. Apart from these live classes, her Saturday 7 p.m. कुछ doubt है तो you can ask. There I have covered marginal relief in detail. You know, those are like capsules. They are very important. 5 marks problem, if they ask, you should get full out of full marks. See, understand the concept of marginal relief directly with the help of example. I've solved one problem for marginal relief. 1 minute. In my compiler, problems are solved, that I will show. And if it is not clear, again you can ask. Yeah, please check this. Ramana is an individual whose income is 1 crore and 10,000. Just income exceeded 1 crore. So 50 lakhs to 1 crore, 10%. 1 crore and above, 15%. So tax on 1 crore 10,000. Okay. How much it comes? Let us take in working mode. 1 crore and 10,000. Up to 10 lakhs, tax is 1,12,500. Ma'am, कैसे आया? 2,50,000 तक nil. Next, 2,50,000 to 5 lakh, 5%, 12,500. 5 lakh to 10 lakh, 20% on the 5 lakh. That is 1 lakh. So up to 10 lakhs, the tax is 1,12,500 if he is not a senior citizen. Ramana. Balance 90 lakh 10,000 पे 30% tax. And because the income exceeded 1 crore, how much is the surcharge? 15%. So tax कितना आ रहा है? 32. This is your first step. Step 1. Tax on 1 crore 10,000. Okay. If I would have not got that 10,000 additional income, my income would have been 1 crore. On 1 crore, what is the tax? First 10 lakhs, 1,12,500. 90 lakhs this. And on this, do I have to pay surcharge? Yes. income has increased from 50 lakhs to 1 crore. So up to 1 crore, surcharge is 10%. Kar lo. So tax is 30,93,750. Now there's a beautiful dialogue going on between me, Dipti Chheda, and CA Dipti Chheda. है ना? And department. See, I'm saying to department, I have earned 1 crore 10,000 and taxes 32 lakh 37,000 this. Or tax on 1 crore is this. How much excess tax I am paying? 1,44,075. I am paying excess tax because I earned excess income above 1 crore 10,000. See, if my income would have been 1 crore, I would have ended paying 10% surcharge. Because my income exceeded 1 crore, I'm paying 15%. So just because my income exceeded excess income 10,000, excess taxes 1,44,000. Is it right? Now here I'm using Hindi. This is called as Zati. ये तो गलत है. This is called injustice in English. Just because my income increased by 10,000, I'm paying excess tax 144,075. Okay, listen, department, whatever I have earned income above 1 crore, you take it full as tax. But I will not pay additional tax more than what additional income I have earned. I want a relief of 1,34,075. Is it correct? Yes. But this relief will be from your original tax. What is your original tax on 1 crore 10,032? Out of that, you are asking this relief. What is your tax payable coming to? 31 lakh 3,075. If you compare 1 crore pe whatever was the tax, no, at 10,000, you will get this answer. I am going in a tough and a long way, but a foolproof way. Pause the video. Take this 10th problem in your notebook. Solve it in writing. So you can convert this revision batch into practice batch. And practice batch is already there in the playlist. Of course, it is for last year. So with amendments, if you want, एक वीडियो ये देखो, उसके साथ वो वीडियोस देखो, you will do the writing practice with me. Once again, what's the tax on 1 crore 10,000? 32. What's the tax on 1 crore? 30. How much excess tax? 144. How much is excess income? 10,000. What is the relief I want? 134. This relief I want from the original tax payable on 1 crore 10,000. And now what is my tax payable? After relief, I will add ESES. If I add ESES here, on every tax plus surcharge, if I add ESES, it will go wrong. Answer will come wrong. Ma'am, I did all the steps correct. You can check my answer sheet, step 1 to step 7. क्या दुश्मनी है पता नहीं, institute doesn't give me mark. Arey, but you have calculated step 1 with ESES. Who told you to calculate with ESES? Tax plus surcharge, tax plus surcharge, excess tax, excess income, get the relief from the one, and then on final tax, add health and education. Is this very in-depth and quality good way of learning not to do any mistake in the final exam? Then comment below. Yes, full proof. Just write full proof method. See, there will be students who will be getting these videos because I'm taking it live in YouTube. YouTube boosts the live videos. You know, I'm on a mission to clear this mindset from students कि एक phobia IDT तो इतना बड़ा है कभी पास ही नहीं होते. Exemption भी मिलेगा. If you are going to watch my revision videos continuously every day with me, I promise I'm going to skip few things. I will see and I will skip. I'm not going to teach you 80 IA deductions. Rather than learning everything and not remembering, take a risk. Out of 100 exams, one exam, if they ask 80 IA, you are not going to do that. For that, you cannot learn so many rates, so many basic exemptions, and all are there. So as a teacher, it's my duty to make you understand, to make you learn important things which will help you to score marks in exam. Even if you're watching as recording, if you comment below, those comments will boost the video and you will help me to reach so many other people's this conceptual knowledge will go. So do help me and comment below, is this a foolproof method, yes or no? ठीक है, चलो फिर से एक बार देखते हैं. You know, when I give these extra things in between, there's a purpose. To break that monotony, I'm sharing all my secrets with you. And now come back. What is step 1? Can we go by the first one now? Full proof. I want you to write. What is my step 1? Of course, you need to like and share this video with all your friends. What's my step 1? Calculate the tax on 1 crore 10,000. Step 2, calculate the tax on 1 crore. Step 3, what is the excess tax? Step 4, what is the excess income? Marginal relief. Marginal relief 1 minus 5. You have to reduce the relief from the tax. So you get this tax payable, and on this tax add ESES. Don't add ESES in step 1. This you should write in your material. Don't add ESES in step 1. मैंने भी लिखा है कहीं. I think where I've given the format, there I have written. So is this a foolproof method? Then write foolproof method. Definitely those who are saying, हाँ कौन दीप्ति मैम क्या, they will trust. 2 decades I've been teaching, and of course I've got 95 marks in accounts, but tax also I've cleared in my first attempt with exemption. Tax and costing both. So I used to follow some booster notes. That's what I have printed. पूरे इसमें डाल दिए. 1 second, I want to give you the format of that marginal relief. 1 second. See, these are all tax calculations. 1 minute. Surcharge के बाद ही होगा. The format of marginal relief. Yeah, here we go. Calculate the tax on total income including surcharge but excluding health and education. Calculate the tax on total income 1 crore. Excess tax, excess income. Marginal relief is excess tax minus excess income. Whatever is extra tax up to excess income, take it. Baki, I want a relief. And now tax payable is your first step. Tax on total income including surcharge minus relief. 1 minus 5 is the relief. And on this, add health and education says you will pay the. Did you get a secret, dear students? How did I teach you? Normally, you know how we teachers are supposed to teach. Okay, dear students, first understand this format, then we will solve the problems. I have solved the problem. And in that problem, I explained the steps and all. And now I'm coming to format. And in the compiler, all these examples are solved for you. एक और देखेंगे. If your income is 51 lakhs, what is your tax? 0 to 250, nil, 250 to 5 lakh, 12,000, 5 lakh to 10 lakh, 20,000, and above 10 lakhs, whatever it is, 30%. And on that, surcharge is 10%. Why surcharge is 10%? Because the income exceeded 50 lakhs. So surcharge ke baad, what is my tax? This. Okay. What is the tax on 50 lakhs? Same, 12,500. No surcharge, because up to 50 lakhs, no surcharge. So now, tax and tax payable on 50 lakhs is 13 lakh 12,500. Ye raha. What is the excess tax? 164,250. What is the excess income? Above 50 lakhs, how much you got? Just you got 1 lakh extra. You are supposed to pay 1,64,250 extra tax. Excess tax. So whatever I have earned, no 1 lakh, government take it as tax. I want a relief of 64,250. 64,250 from my original tax, 1 minus 5. This is the tax payable. If you see the tax payable exactly 50 lakhs pe kitna aaya plus 1 lakh. Extra whatever I have earned, take it in the form of tax. But I'm not going to pay 1,64,250 extra tax because of 1 lakh extra earned. I want a relief of 64, and on this add cess. Don't add cess in the above steps. Is this class enough? Please let me know. Should we do default tax regime now or tomorrow? Default tax regime detailed lecture is already there as tax amendment lecture 1 along with problem solved. You can check there also. Shall we continue? Half an hour more. Marginal relief concept is over. Last one in this is unutilized basic exemption. You know, so many times the basic exemption is less, other incomes are less. For that very nice problem I have solved, and with that I have given the example. Partnership, domestic company, foreign company, these are all simple problems you can check. Ye dekho. Concept of unutilized basic exemption. You can take down this example. Harish is having salary income 1,80,000. Long-term capital gain on property 8 lakh. So now 1,80,000 is your normal income. Huh? Basic exemption is 2,50,000. So your normal income is less than basic exemption. So what's the tax on this? Nil. Still you have a basic exemption of 2,50,000 and your normal income is 1,80,000. Do you have 70,000 rupees buffer? Yes. Unutilized basic exemption. Can you use it in 8 lakh income? Yes. And on 7 lakh 30,000, directly 20%, because this is special income, long-term capital gain taxes, 20%, and then cess is 5840 and final tax. It's a beautiful problem. I'll put it in brief so that you can copy this example and remember. What? Yeah, basic exemption is allowed from long term, short term, दोनों में से मिलता है. चलें साथ में. Okay, right. So here we finish with the normal tax regime. This sometimes they are asking, especially for all the final students. Inter also in true and false and all MCQs में नाम दे देते हैं. What is tax planning? This is like legally having the knowledge of income tax and planning. For example, I am working in an MNC company and I am only doing the share trading. Can I do share trading in my senior citizen mother's name? So we will get one more basic exemption and all the other benefits. Can I reduce my total income by putting money in PPF, LIC? Can I ask my husband to pay the tuition fees of my son? So these are tax planning. Tax avoidance is like you are trying to bend the law, take the loopholes and mend the law, and undue benefit you are taking. Tax evasion is illegally suppressing income, suppressing turnover, hiding the income, inflating the expenses, paying less tax. Tax evasion is like bogus and it is punishable. And last is tax management. You know, you have to manage your tax, pay the advance tax in 4 installments, file your return on time, pay the TDS, TCS by 7th of next month. So you help in administration of the tax, that is tax management. Okay. Now I'm going to default tax regime. Till last year, this was a choice. Financial year 23, 24, this has been made mandatory. कितना देर हो गया? I think almost like hats off now once we get the habit of attending the live classes like this. 3 hours of exam भी बैठोगे और बहुत अच्छा करोगे. I can break it into 1 hour classes और या फिर गैप के बाद सुबह 2 घंटे शाम 2 घंटे नहीं नहीं एक साथ ही करेंगे चलो. I am putting a disclaimer now that default tax regime, what I'm saying is the concept. Amendments, I'm not missing out. Detailed lecture on 115 BAC is your tax amendment, one lecture along with problems uploaded in the playlist. So watch that today. That's your homework. So that when we start with residential status, any doubt you have in tax rates, slab rates, unutilized basic exemption, marginal relief, you can clear. ठीक है चलो. Default tax regime is if you don't say anything, they say calculate the tax as per default tax regime. Ready to go? थोड़ा हलचल करो चैट बॉक्स में. ready to fly, ready to go. Yes चलो. This is applicable for individuals, HUFs, AOP, BOI, AJP. Okay. Other than on special income wherein special tax rates are there, your normal income, okay, will be taxable under the default tax regime as how? Up to 3 lakh, basic exemption. 3 lakh to 6 lakhs, 5%. 6 lakhs to 9 lakh, 10%. 9 lakh to 12 lakh, 15%. 12 lakh above up to 15 lakh 20%, and 15 lakh and above 30%. See there 10 lakhs के ऊपर ही 30% टैक्स था, यहाँ पे 15 lakhs के above 30%. So in default tax regime, every 3 lakh increase in income, tax is increasing by 5%. 5%, 10%, 15%, 20%, 25% नहीं है, सीधा 30% है. ठीक है? Clear to all of you, right? Ma'am, what about the senior citizen and super senior citizen? Same. मैंने कहीं लिखा होगा, नहीं है तो आ जाएगा. Individuals and HUF who are going for default tax regime, they will not go for AMT, alternative minimum tax, 18.5% and all. वो हम पढ़ेंगे अलग से. Rebate is available under 115 BAC up to 7 lakhs, no tax. So up to, normally how much was the rebate? If your income is up to 5 lakh, rebate was 12,500. Please scroll back. If you are having this material, it will be very easy to understand, but those who have placed the order, 3 working days it will take for you to get the hard copy in your hand. है ना? चलो वापस से आ जाते हैं रीबेट के कॉन्सेप्ट में. नाउ इन ओल्ड एंड न्यू कंपैरेटिव आई हैव गिवन दैट आई वांट टू टेक इट. आई नो आई एम स्क्रॉलिंग अप एंड डाउन टू मच, बट अब ये जरूरी है. आ गया ये रहा. या rebate up to 5 lakhs, rebate is given to resident individual up to 12,500. But if you are filing your return in default tax regime, which I have started now, 115 BAC, then rebate is 25,000. Ma'am, how 25,000? And it is allowed till 7 lakh income. Take a pause, pick up your calculator, say your income TI is 7 lakh. On the first 3 lakhs, what is the tax? Nil. अब कितने बचे? 4 lakh. Next 3 lakh पे कितना tax है? 5%. कितना आएगा? 15,000. I hope you are getting every 3 lakh. Ma'am, till last year it was different. Yes, it was different. I am going to cover up all the amendments also in the revision video. Those who are asking how much time, more than 15 to 20 minutes more, and have a good breakfast, carry a proper water bottle and stay committed till the end. Then you are taking 100% benefit. If you are leaving loose ends, the result will also be loose ends. है ना? तो 15-20 मिनट रुक जाओ. And I know we are late for lunch. Lunch time is not 1:30, it is 12:30. So have little extra proper breakfast. Chale? Yeah, please listen. Up to 3 lakh nil. Next 3 lakh 5%. On the next 3 lakh tak, matlab 1 lakh pe 10%, 10,000. So what is the tax on 7 lakh? 25,000 you will get a rebate. This should be by-hearted for all the upcoming exams, inter-final, all. What did I say, dear students? Normal tax regime, rebate for resident individual up to 5 lakh income, 12,500. Default tax regime up to 7 lakhs total income, the rebate is 25,000. That's it. After the rebate, add the ESS, whatever tax you are paying. Clear to all of you? Yes. Thank you. Thank you for all your participation in the live chat. And those who really love to sync, for ink it, everything for sync, अब भी जल्दी से यहाँ बना दो. Default 25,000 का rebate है for total income up to 7 lakhs. Normal tax regime. Rebate is 12,500 and total income is up to 5 lakh. हो गया. And after the rebate, add the ESS. See, if you make your booster notes like this one day before the exam, your speed of learning is going to be awesome. Okay? Right. Thank you so much for participating. I'm noticing all of you, and definitely you will be rewarded with MCQs. Test 200 MCQs. Bank is there, chapter wise, residential status, house property, and all. And questions are there for those MCQs. You have to answer, you will get marks. If you want to answer for second time, you can, 2 chances you get, and then you get the suggested answer. There won't be any charge. Okay? चलो आ जाओ. अब 115 BAC में वापस चलते हैं जल्दी से. If you are filing your return in the default tax regime, if you are filing your return in the default tax regime, yeah, here I am, then you will get a rebate up to 25,000 and on 7 lakhs income. Special income, special rates. Surcharge rate 10, 15, 25 will be applicable. 37% surcharge is not applicable for the default tax regime. I have already explained with example. Same tax rates for non-resident, senior citizen, super senior citizen, tuck, 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 tuck. Clear? Yeah. New income tax regime will be default. Huh? Standard deduction of 50,000. See, because the tax rates are low, if for getting something you have to pay a price. So if you are going for default tax regime, up to 15 lakhs, you are not entering in the 30% tax. So because your tax is less, you have to pay, what do you call it? You have to forego certain deductions. Some deductions which are allowed in normal tax regime are not allowed in default tax regime. But like standard deduction, which is allowed up to 50,000 from gross salary, that will be allowed. And family pension. Family pension is taxable in income from other sources, 1/3 or 15,000, whichever is lower. These two deductions are allowed in both. These two deductions are allowed under the new regime, under the default regime. ठीक है ना? ठीक है, clear है? Now, conditions to be satisfying. 115 BAC provides that while computing total income, following deductions, exemptions would not be allowed for individuals HFs if they want to opt for default tax regime concessional rate. Like leave travel concession, with your family and twin children and all, not allowed. House rent allowance, rent paid minus 10% salary, not allowed. So if you want to go for default tax regime, whatever HRA you will receive, fully taxable. 1014, some exemptions you get, children education allowance, 100 per month per child, hostel, all that you will not get. बहुत दिन बाद these long classes, there was a break for me also. See, if it is a routine class, no, dear students, I have solved this, now you write it, I will sit like this. But if these are revision classes, it takes a hell lot of energy. ठीक है, चलो. Thank you is good. When you say thank you from your heart, it raises your energy and it vibrates back. People will give the blessings and thank you to you. So use that. I'm also thanking you all, but your thank you will be super duper valuable when you share this video with at least 5 of your friends in the Telegram group or in WhatsApp group where you feel more students need this kind of conceptual learning. And promise that you will be committed to attend the class tomorrow also, every day. Okay. So you will not get leave travel concession, you will not get HRA, you will not get that 100 per month and all. Yeah. Daily allowances of MPs and MLAs are exempt. But if they are filing the return in default, it will become taxable. For every minor child up to 1500, you give exemption. But if it is default, it will be taxable. You know, in SEZ, that cross multiplication section 10AA, total turnover, total profit, export turnover, export profit. Yeah, we do all that. All that you will not get it here. Okay. Entertainment allowance and profession tax will not be deductible under the head salary. Yeah. Transport allowance for handicapped will be allowed 3,200 per month. Conveyance, any cost of travel to and fro for office and all. Hmm? In self-occupied house property, you know, there's always loss and we show it in bracket. That will not be allowed if you file your return in the default tax regime. Depreciation under section 32 in business head is allowed. Additional depreciation is not allowed. Scientific research not allowed. 35 AD, that specified businesses, 2-star and above hotel, multi-speciality hospital, production of fertilizers in India, वो सब में, you know, revenue and capital expenditure is deductible, not deductible here. 35 triple C, deduction in respect of expenditure incurred on notified agricultural product, not allowed. 80C to 80U, you will not get any deduction if you go for default tax regime, except 80CCD2, 80CCD2, that is NPS, and 80CCH2, Agniveer Corpus Fund. Whatever employer is contributing as central government, that is deductible. More about Agniveer and all I have discussed in tax amendment lecture 2, and I will do so in the salary chapter. But you know, like these peanuts ko chhod ke, you don't get any deductions. Yeah. See, when these deductions are not allowed, 35 AD, scientific research, additional depreciation, will they allow losses related to these deductions? Earlier, for additional depreciation, also you have a loss brought forward, you cannot set off now. Am I going fast or is it clear? When scientific research is not allowed as deduction, 1920 scientific research as a loss you are bringing now to set off. Can you set off? No. Certain losses are not allowed related to these deductions. Additional depreciation is not allowed. Yeah. And you need to exercise this option. Yeah. If individual and HUF is this, I feel is very important for true and false and MCQs. Mark it if you are having this material in hand. Yeah. In case of individuals or HUFs having no income from business or profession, then every year they can choose. Each previous year they can choose. Okay, this year I want to file my return in default tax regime. Okay, now I don't want to file my return in default tax regime every year. But if you have a business income, for once opt in the default tax regime, stay. Ma'am, I'm having business income, but now I don't want default tax regime. Okay, go out. Again, lifetime you cannot come in till you have business income. If you are having business income, once the SSE opts out of the default tax regime, he cannot again have option every year. In business income, normal में जाना है या default जाना है, default. It will continue. But once you opt out, you cannot opt in. Okay, right? Okay, for employees also. For employees, the employer need to calculate the tax and divide it by 12 and deduct TDS every month. So you have to inform your employer by of filling up a form that whether you want your tax to be calculated in the default tax regime 115 BAC or in the new tax regime. And they will do so. But here one option is there. Even if the employee has gone for 115 BAC for TDS purpose, at the time of filing the return, can he change? Yes. I'm not reading now word to word. This all is there. Agniveer Corpus Fund is a scheme of government where youth is encouraged to join army. Yeah. So central government, like how we contribute. I'll pay you salary also. I'll put 12% of your salary to PF. So how we are doing these retirement benefit PF and ESIC and superannuation? Like that Agniveer Corpus Fund. What happens in Agniveer Corpus Fund? Central government pays you 100 rupees and they contribute to Agniveer Corpus Fund. For that, the SSC will get a deduction under 80CCH2. Yeah. Central government के लिए you will get a deduction. 80CCH1. SSC or the youth himself will also contribute to Agniveer, no? For that, he will get a deduction only if he is filing his return in normal tax regime and not default. This will be more clear when I do salary chapter. See, these are the problems, and this material along with solved problem is already sent in PDF form in the tax amendment lectures material which is given in Telegram. If you want me to post it again, message me, I'll do. हाँ, जैसे ये देखो, अरहान की एज 35 years है, 15 lakhs income है. Okay. Saving account का interest है 12,000. Okay. This is the gross total income. Now, if he goes for normal, he has put the money in PPF. PPF का interest तो exempt है. 1,50,000 ATC deduction in the normal. In default, you don't get deduction. 80 TTA, interest on saving account up to 10,000, you get a deduction. That you will not get here if you are going for this. So this is both income and you can see the tax. And now say to Arhan, whether he should opt for normal or default. Conclusion, Arhan should opt for default tax regime. I have myself made sure each and every problem typed by my team, but I have checked it. I have done the changes which are required for exam. And then this tax calculation. Shall we show in exam? Ye 250 and all, or ye up to 3 lakh nil, next 3 lakh 5 and so on. So this is the way you need to present a 5 marks, 7 marks question. And if this is an MCQ, calculate all this in the working in your calculator. This is another problem I have solved. So like this, many problems are solved. Okay, right? So here we complete. I request everyone to like, subscribe the channel. All my classes are going to be live. No recording is going to be shared here. And share it with all your friends. That will boost this video. And comment in the live chat. If you comment in the live chat, YouTube itself is going to share this video with many. And that's what I'm on a mission across India. I want to spread this knowledge that direct taxation, if you enjoy the knowledge, if your concepts are clear, if you watch this revision videos repeatedly, you will get superb quality and you will score amazing marks in exam. So let us all close with this prayer that I will do whatever it takes to achieve my goal. My why is clear, my results, what I want for that, whatever it takes, I'll do. Don't give excuses, ma'am. Genuinely, I was not well. इसलिए मिस किया ये किया वो reason genuine है बहुत सारा genuine है. Then next day you sit with someone and cover up. You know what the problem is? Students initially they start. Once they miss one lecture, they drop off, then drop off. Why? One lecture, if you have missed, note it down. I'm writing so many things last 2 hours if you have observed. Empty it. कि Dipti ma'am's day 2 I need to watch. Day 3 से तो attend करो every day. See the live chat. If you are live with us, you are taking part in all the activities. Okay, we have decided to cover up along with the basics agricultural income today, but I'm not doing that because we have already exceeded more than 2 hours. So 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock, definitely keep the time till 1:30. Have proper breakfast, carry your notepad with you, laptop pe dekhna hai, and if you want compiler to study for these lectures, you can download Concept Classes app, order there. PDF for tax amendment lecture free, I'm giving to all of you in the Telegram group, right? Any more doubts from your side? Thank you so much. When I say thank you, my energy is raised and things are vibrating to me. If you feel that you have learned something in the last 2.5 hours, you close the live chat by saying thank you or commenting on the video, positive, negative, whatever it is. I've done a lot of improvement with all the critics from the students that, ma'am, little slow, little fast, this, that, whatever it is, right? Yeah, disclaimer, revision videos are super duper good for revision. If you have not taken the coaching, then take the coaching, proper quality, good coaching, join the practice batch, do the writing practice, and then watch this video. God bless you all. Every day the class schedule will be same. My mother-in-law is bedridden, so sometimes if I need to take her to doctor in the morning or some schedule, and if I shift it in the evening, I will let you know. In my Telegram and Challengers WhatsApp group, you will get the message. Anjana and Bala, I think I'm pronouncing your name correctly well. Thank you so much for super duper participation. You can send your details on Concept Classes number. It's only on WhatsApp 9290065156, and we will be giving you complimentary MCQs 200 MCQs to practice with 6 months validity. ऐसा नहीं है कि आज नहीं दिया तो ये खत्म हो गया. आराम से पढ़ो, आराम से chapter wise MCQ का टेस्ट दो. You can give every test twice and then they'll show you the result also. God bless you all. Hope these revision videos are helpful. Do you have any more suggestions how we can make it more and more best and reachable across India to all the students? Let me know. Thank you so much. Bye-bye all of you. Tomorrow we are doing residential status, time permits, agricultural income. Otherwise, alternative minimum tax, agricultural income, all we'll do it later. Residential status, it's a challenge. Live in YouTube, I'm saying your concepts will be clear like anything. कुछ भी नहीं छोड़ेंगे. Amendments, concepts, all. Only thing is revision videos. I'm not doing writing practice. I also have all the other schedules. अरे बहुत बातें हो गई आज. So here we close. Have your lunch. Enjoy your day. If you have missed in between, join late. Watch the video. Committed students are tomorrow before the class. Their notes are ready for day 1. Ma'am, I joined half an hour late. Ma'am, there was a network issue. Ma'am, there was a power cut. जो reason बोलना है बोलो, लेकिन कल तक day 1 should be over and you are going to watch everyday live with me from 11 to 1:30. This will go on to 15 Feb. I also have a lot of class schedules starting from 15 Feb. But of course, for all my CMA students, I can see my CMA students also here. So definitely for you all, we will be taking IDT lectures also, and we will be taking the revision lectures for custom also. It might take some time. Okay? Right. Thank you so much. God bless you, all of you. Bye-bye, all of you. Bye. See you all tomorrow at 11.